Hello, learners. I am Parikshit Saikia, and welcome to this very exciting session on the Unacademy YouTube channel. In today's movie, I'm going to talk all about IIM Ranchi. What are the eligibility criteria of IIM Ranchi? What has been the cutoff of IIM Ranchi over the years? What are the different weightages? If you, let's say, have 2 years of work experience, how many points do you get extra? Let's say you scored 90% in your class 12 boards. How many marks would you get for an IIM Ranchi admission? Do you stand a chance? What about the placements of IIM Ranchi? What about its ROI? What are the fees of IIM Ranchi? All these questions are going to be answered in detail in this short video on IIM Ranchi. Going to be an exciting video. So let's get started. Okay, the first slide, as always, a slide which I'm really very proud of, right? 75 of our learners have scored 99 plus percentile in CAT 2022, and 110 plus of our learners have scored 98 plus percentile. Amazing numbers, right? Okay, list of our toppers, and yeah, Unacademy plus courses, upcoming plus courses. I am starting CAT 2023 courses live from 11 Jan. So 11 January, right? Wednesday, we are going to start with our first quants course for the batch of 2023. Which course? The course name is a complete course on permutation, combination, and probability. If you have ever done probability, permutation, and combination using formula in your school days and have never understood PNC, then this course is meant for you, right? Without any formulae, just common sense, we are going to learn how to count. Starts 11 Jan Wednesday, and the timings are 7:30 to 9 a.m. every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then starting 12 Jan, I'm going to start a complete foundation course on LRDI. Same timing, 7:30 to 9 a.m. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Okay, upcoming YouTube session. For the first time ever on the Unacademy YouTube channel, we are going to start a finance basic funda session. So if you're preparing for your IIM interview or for that matter any MBA interview, and you want to know a bit about finance, because remember, finance questions often are asked during an MBA interview. These videos of mine are going to help you a lot. We are going to learn the basics of finance. I'm not going to make you a master of finance in these sessions, but my idea would be to talk about the basics of finance, right? Such that you are able to answer your MBA interview questions. Live tonight's Jan 8, 10 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. And starting Jan 9 to Jan 13, the entire week, 10 p.m. to 10:30, we are going to do a complete linear arrangement session. A complete linear arrangement session where we are going to learn the entire chapter and how it can be solved within seconds using shortcuts. So a lot of classes lined up. Let's get started. Okay, IIM Ranchi, previous year cutoffs, right? Average cutoffs. So the cutoffs do vary across years, but on an average, if you look at the average cutoffs over the last few years, these are your average numbers. For general category students, for you to get a call from IIM Ranchi, you need an overall around 94 percentile with a minimum of 80 percentile in each of the sections. If you belong to the economically weaker sections, right, EWS category, you need around 75 percentile overall cutoff with minimum 60 in each of the sections. NCOBC 75, if you're an SC 55, ST 40 percentile, and if you belong to a DAP, right, differentially able category, you are looking at somewhere around a 40 percentile. So IIM Ranchi, that these has been the cutoffs. The cutoffs do change. If they change, very minutely. So overall, if you're having 94, 95 percentile in your CAT, you can expect a cutoff. And if you belong to a general category, right? Okay. Also, what about the IIM Ranchi final selection weightages? Remember, the CAT score is just one component of it, right? So CAT score, IIM Ranchi gives 40% weightage to the CAT score, another 30% weightage to your interview score, and another 30% weightage to your profile, right? So overall, it's 100%. Now think about it. Even if your profile is not very good, even if you have not scored very well in your 10, 12, and probably graduation, you still don't have to bother much because 70% is futuristic, right? When I say futuristic, it is dependent on your CAT, it is dependent on your interviews, the GDs, and the written ability tests, right? Some students often ask me, so if I do not have a good profile, do I still get a chance to convert an IIM? You absolutely do, right? 70% is futuristic. It's dependent on how much you work hard and what do you score in the CAT and how well you perform in your interviews. Only 30% is based on your profile. So profile would be your work experience, your 10 score, your 12 score, your graduation score, and so on, right? Now let's get into the details of the profile. Now, for your profile, remember 30% weightage. So profile is 30% weightage. Profile is 30% weightage. So for your 30% weightage in your profile, this is what the distribution is all about. So for your class 10 and 12, SSL and HSA is nothing but class 10 and class 12, right? Class 10 and class 12. If you have 85% and above, you get 4 points. If you have 75% to 85%, you get 3 points. 70 to 75%, 2 points. 65 to 70%, 1 point. And less than 65%, you will not get any point in your IIM Ranchi shortlisting criteria, right? What about your graduation? Graduation again, 85% and above. If you have in your graduation, you can get 5 points. So for someone with 85% and above throughout your career, right, your 10, 12 as well as graduation, you can expect to get around 9 marks extra, which is going to be a really a very big help, right? Every mark counts. So if you have 85% and above in 10, 12 and graduation, you'll get 9 marks more. 80 to 85, 4, 75 to 80%, 3 marks, then 2, 2, and then anything less than 65, no points, right? That's how the distribution of academic points is done based on your scores in 10, 12, and graduation. Okay, fine. Let's go to the next pointer. Again, remember, one is your graduation score and then is your work experience. So again, profile also is composed of scores plus your work experience. So for IIM Ranchi, they consider anything up till 6 months. If you have up till 6 months of work experience, you will not get any point. But if you have between 7 to 12 months of work experience, you will get 2 points. Anything from 1 year to 1.5 years, 5 points. And 1.5 to 2 years, 6 points extra, right? And this is the maximum that you can get. Anyone who has around 2.5 years of experience, anyone who has around 2.5 years of experience ends up with 7 extra points in your IIM Ranchi shortlisting criteria. Anything around 2.5 years, between 2 years to 2.5 years. But over 2.5 years, and the points again keeps on decreasing. So as you see, right, if you have greater than 3 years, of work experience, you end up with only 3 points. Similarly, if you have between 3 to 4 years, 3.5 to 4 years, just 2 points, and anything greater than 4 years will only fetch you 1 point. So the most preferable, the most desired, right, work experience is somewhere between 2 to 2.5 years. 2 to 2.5 years will fetch you 7 extra points in your IIM Ranchi shortlisting criteria. Okay, fine. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, what about IIM Ranchi fee structure? Remember, I keep telling my students, whenever you decide to take admission in any college, look at the return on investment. Return on investment is nothing but probably your salary, right? Placement numbers, placement figures, right? And divided by how much money you got to spend, which is nothing but the fees. That's very important. You want the placement figures to be as high as possible and the fees to be as low as possible. That's the ideal scenario. IIM Ranchi, a 2-year IIM Ranchi fee structure, it will be somewhere around 18 lakhs. Will be somewhere around 18 lakhs. Okay, 17.2, 17.5, around 18. We can say around 18 lakhs. Okay, and that is to be paid over a 2 years. 2 years, 6 installments. So can you see? Every year there are 3 installments that you need to pay. Every year there are 3 installments that you pay. So installment wise, first term, second term, third term, and so on, right? So the caution deposit that you see is refundable, So overall, we are looking at somewhere around 18 lakhs fees, right? In total for a 2-year course in IIM Ranchi. Okay, fine. Let's continue. Now let's look at, remember the numerator and the denominator. We looked at the denominator, the phase. Now for you to calculate the ROI, you also need the placement numbers, the placement figures, right? Okay. Let's look at their placement figures. For the placement figures, if you look at the batch of 2020-2022 who just got placed, okay, 45% of the batch were females. 45% of the batch were females and 55% of the batch were males. Okay, the current batch which just got placed. If you look at IIM Ranchi, they offer MBA core MBA, right? This is their flagship program. The one on the left hand side is their flagship program. This is their MBA flagship. This is what you want to get into. MBA flagship. But some students also join IIM Ranchi to do an MBA in HR. Okay. So if you look at the student background, the student profile, okay, you know what? Around 51% of the crowd in IIM Ranchi are freshers. So more than half of the people who join in IIM Ranchi are actually freshers. And another 11% have less than 1 year of work experience. So this number is very important. Can you see? Around 60% approximately have overall have less than 1 years or no experience. 60% of the crowd, and only 6% of the population have greater than 3 years of work experience. So ideally, if you are a fresher or if you have less than 1 year of work experience or 2 years of work experience, then IIM Ranchi is just ideal for you. If you want to do an MBA in HR, okay, if you want to do an MBA in HR, you know what? 18% of the people who join IIM Ranchi MBA HR course are freshers. Okay, and around 38% have between 1 to 2 years of experience. Between 1 to 2 years of experience, and greater than 2 years, around 40%. Okay, and greater than 3 years, around 4%. So as I said, MBA flagship mostly fresher join, and MBA HR around 18% of them are freshers. The numbers look sensible because HR is something that probably you want to gain some experience before you want to get into a specialized HR course. Remember, HR is a very specialized course. Correct? Okay. Look at their placement figures, executive placements, right? Their final placements for the batch of 2020-2022, which just graduated a few months back. There were a total of 253 students. And for these 253 students, 77 recruiters had visited the campus. What is their average CTC in IIM Ranchi? IIM Ranchi average CTC this year was around 16 lakhs per annum. What about the median CTC? The median is around 15.5 lakhs, right? And these numbers are very important because they help you to decide whether you should opt for IIM Ranchi if you happen to convert IIM Ranchi. Why? Let's say your current salary, you're already working, you have 2 years of work experience, and your current salary is 10 lakhs. Then you know what? These numbers, 15 lakhs, 16 lakhs, might not look very exciting to you. But if you are a fresher, and we just saw that 50% of the students in IIM Ranchi are freshers, then 16 lakhs average CTC is a very good number. So depending on where your current profile stands, whether you're working, how much you are earning, these numbers might or might not excite you. If these numbers excite you, then definitely you should go for IIM Ranchi. You should apply for IIM Ranchi. And within IIM Ranchi, the good part is many colleges now give up this, share these statistics as well. If you happen to be in the top 25% of the batch, okay, the top 25% of the batch, you can expect your salary to go up to around 22 lakhs per annum. And if you are in the top 10% of the batch, okay, top 10% of the batch, you can expect your salary to be around 25 lakhs per annum. What is the highest CTC that was offered on campus this year? Highest CTC that was offered on campus this year was 32 lakhs. The numbers on the right side of your screen are also very important because they help you to judge whether the kind of companies that you are looking for comes on campus in IIM Ranchi. If you are looking for placements in consulting, probably you want to build a career in consulting, then IIM Ranchi is a good option because more than 20% of the students in IIM Ranchi have got a consulting profile. Consulting could be Deloitte, consulting could be Cognizant, TCS, right? Could be a Wipro Consulting, Infosys Consulting. right? Can I talk about McKinsey Consulting, the BCGs? No, McKinsey, BCGs, the big companies, right? The best consulting companies visit only the top IIMs. IIM Ranchi, they might not visit, but yeah, you have the likes of Cognizant, you have the likes of TCS visiting the campus and offering consulting profiles. Okay, then you know what? The next is around 4% of the company of the students in IIM Ranchi this year got e-commerce profile. E-commerce could be Flipkart, Amazon. Fintech around 7%. Fintech is what? Finance plus technology. Finance plus technology. So you might get into the IT department of some, let's say, a Citibank, right? So fintech. There are a lot of fintechs. There are a lot of startups coming up. So around 7% in fintech. And another big number is 32% got IT profiles. 32. That's a huge number. So if you think IT is what you're looking for post MBA, then IIM Ranchi could be a very good college to get into, right? BFSI is banking and financial services and insurance. Banking, financial services, and insurance is 19%. Okay, not getting into all the numbers, but yeah, the numbers are there for you to check. Okay. Okay. Now let's look at their placements across domains. If you look at the count, right, 77 companies visited the campus in IIM Ranchi this year. Okay. And if you look at IT analytics, right, kind of companies that have visited for IT roles are American Express, Axis Bank, Capgemini, as I said, Cognizant, Google, Dell, right, and a lot more, right? Highest placement, highest package offered in the field of IT analytics was 30.8 lakhs per annum. And what about average CTC? Average is somewhere close to 15.6 lakhs in IT. In IT. Doesn't mean IT specialization. No, it doesn't mean. It's only talking about the profiles, right? The kind of work that you get. So across IT domains, the average package is around 15.6 lakhs. Okay. Roles offered could be a business analyst, product management, and these things are important to look at because you want, when you do an MBA, right, all of you have dreams. You want to get into probably the McKinseys, you want to do into a specific kind of job role, right? Look at these numbers, look at the profiles that are being offered, and accordingly you can decide whether you should join this college. Let's say IIM Ranchi, should, provided you get an offer from it. Yes. And then finance and marketing and operations, right, are the most sought after specializations in an IIM. So if you look at IIM Ranchi, the highest CTC in the field of finance was 25 lakhs per annum. Average is around 15.7 lakhs per annum. What kind of companies visited? Deloitte visited, EY visited, then there are banks like Goldman, HDFC, HSBC, JP Morgan, ICICI, and so on, right? Roles offered: asset management, wealth management, corporate banking, equity research, retail banking, investment analysis, varied roles. So IIM Ranchi also provides operation specialization, right? The highest CTC this year in operations in IIM Ranchi was 18 lakhs per annum. Average is 13.4. And if you're looking for an operation profile, kind of companies that visited us, that's an Amazon for supply chain, right? IBM, Reliance, and so on. What kind of profiles was offered? Project management, ops, strategic sourcing, supply chain, customer success, business operations, and a lot. Right? Okay. So, and what about sales and marketing? That's another very popular course among specialization among students. In sales and marketing, highest CTC in IIM Ranchi was 26 lakhs per annum. 26. Average nearly 17 lakhs. Kind of companies which visited the campus for sales and marketing profiles were again Asian Paints, Aditya Birla Capital, right? Britannia, Paytm, Wipro, Xiaomi, and so on, right? Profiles being offered: product manager, digital manager, market research, brand manager, and so on. And in consulting, the kind of companies that visited are some of the well-known names: Accenture, Cognizant, Deloitte, HCL, IBM. And the highest package is 32 lakhs. 32 lakhs in consulting this year. Okay. Average 17 lakhs. So it could be IT consulting, it could be business strategy, business development, and so on. Great. So that is it. That is it for the specific session. Thank you so much. And just a reminder that you know what? January 8th, tonight, Sunday, 10 p.m. for the first time ever on Unacademy, we are going to conduct a finance basic funda session. Finance basics. So for those of you who want to prepare for your interviews and want to know about finance, right, how to answer questions on finance, this is the session that you shouldn't miss. Tonight, 10 p.m. to 10:30 p.m., we are going to start the finance basic funda session. First time ever on Unacademy. And from Jan 9 to Jan 13 on YouTube, these are YouTube sessions. We are going to do complete course on linear arrangement. So don't miss out the sessions. Yeah. Okay, folks, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the session. And if you have, do hit the like button and definitely share the session with your friends if they also want to know more about IIM Ranchi. That's it. Thank you and bye for now.